Look, if you're doing no contact right now and it feels unbearable, that does not mean you're doing it wrong. It probably means your nervous system got deeply attached. And honestly, I think a lot of people quit no contact because nobody explains what's actually happening to them. They think, if this hurts so much, maybe I'm making a mistake. No. Sometimes the pain is proof it's necessary, because no contact is not just losing a person, it's breaking an emotional addiction. And withdrawal is brutal. That's why you wake up thinking about them. That's why your hand keeps reaching for your phone automatically. That's why part of you feels anxious, restless, obsessed, like you're going fucking crazy sometimes. You're not. Your nervous system got trained on hope, relief, waiting, the text that finally came, the moment of warmth after distance, the apology that almost sounded real. Your body got used to emotional highs and lows, and those highs and lows create chemical attachment. That's why no contact feels so physical sometimes. No appetite, no focus, chest tightness, obsessing, checking your phone every 6 minutes. People joke about this online. When you're actually inside it, it's hell. And when it doesn't come, panic starts showing up. That empty feeling, that something is missing feeling, something is missing. The loop. And the only thing that ever truly breaks that loop is absence. Not explanations, not closure conversations, not one last message, not maybe we can still be friends. Absence. That's the part people hate hearing. And here's something else most people don't realize. Every single time you check their socials, every time you reread messages, every time you just see how they're doing, you feed the attachment again. You calm the craving temporarily, but you restart the cycle. That's why people stay emotionally stuck for years. Not because they still deeply love the person every second, but because they never stop reconnecting to the emotional source. And honestly, one of the hardest parts of no contact is not losing the person, it's losing the fantasy. The fantasy that maybe if you explained yourself better, maybe if you stayed calmer, maybe if you waited longer, maybe if you loved harder, things would finally become what you hoped. Look, that fantasy destroys people because you stay emotionally attached to potential instead of reality. And reality is usually much simpler than we want it to be. If someone truly wanted to consistently show up for you, they would. Not perfectly, not flawlessly, but consistently. And no contact is often the moment where you finally stop negotiating with reality. That's why it hurts so much. Because acceptance hurts, especially after hope. And let me say something else very clearly. No contact is not punishment. It's not revenge. It's not manipulation. It's not, I'll show them. No contact is protection. It's saying, my nervous system cannot keep surviving this cycle. That's what it really is. And honestly, some people only begin healing once the noise finally stops. No more checking, no more decoding messages, no more mixed signals, no more emotional slot machine. Just silence. And at first, silence feels brutal. Then eventually, silence starts feeling peaceful. That's healing. Not pretending you don't care, not becoming cold. Just your nervous system slowly learning, I can survive without this person. And another thing, you do not have to feel strong to maintain no contact. That's one of the biggest misconceptions. People think, I'll do no contact once I'm stronger. No. Sometimes no contact is what creates the strength. At first you do it anxious, obsessing, crying, checking your phone every 5 minutes. Later, you do it calmly. That part comes later. And honestly, on the really hard days, don't tell yourself I can never talk to them again. That's overwhelming. Just say, not today. That's it. Healing happens in days, not dramatic declarations. And one more thing. No contact teaches people painful truths about themselves, where they overgave, where they abandoned themselves, where they kept negotiating their own worth just to keep somebody close. Painful lessons, but life-changing ones too. And listen, if you're in no contact right now and it feels lonely, raw, unfair, emotionally exhausting, that does not mean you're failing. It probably means your nervous system is detoxing from an attachment that consumed you. And one day, quietly, without some big dramatic movie moment, you'll realize you went hours, then days without thinking about them. Not because you forced yourself not to care, but because your system finally became safe again. And if you need real help through this, not fake internet cliches, that's exactly the kind of thing I help people with. You can book a one-on-one session through the link in my bio, or if talking feels easier right now, you can contact me on pop call, chat, voice, or video. All right, talk soon.